everyone used to come to Shocka's house because I had all the game consoles. I had Dreamcast. Remember Dreamcast?
Yeah.
I had Dreamcast. I had Sega Saturn. I had PlayStation. I had everything. So people pretend to be asleep in my room because they didn't want to go home. Until I went to Nigeria, because I got shipped to Nigeria. I went boarding school in Nigeria for like 2 years.
Oh, wow.
That was kind of the moment where like, that was my first culture shock. Yeah. Because you see in Nigeria, you're washing your own clothes. You're boarding school, you're ironing your own clothes. It's only as I got older and I started going through real life experiences and I started having like female troubles and like life adversities and I started realizing that, oh, this is where my dad was meant to come in. Yeah. Like, he just didn't, thinking, bro, where's the money? Where is the money? And like, that's got pros and cons to it too. Do you know what I mean? In African backgrounds, because like, it just kills your spirit. Because it makes you feel like you're not progressing. And you're making big steps. But they don't realize, as an entrepreneur, it's the reverse. Right. When you do a 9 to 5, you get paid immediately. But when you do entrepreneurship, you get paid at the ending. Our single didn't do too great. We ended up getting dropped from the label. And I remember like, that was the first time I was actually depressed. Right. Deeply depressed. And it wasn't even the dropping from the label that made me depressed. It was the stuff around it, the perception around it that comes with it. You know, like the fact I was just number 2 in MTV Base. And then you got to explain yourself. 2011, I had a huge breakdown. I just came home one day. I don't know where I came home from. I think it was from my friend's house, actually. And I was just shouting and just everything just came out. It's not like now where we have podcasts where I can come and just talk to you like a brother. And even though the world's watching, I can still reason with you. Sometimes I wasn't that mature enough. So I bottled all the emotions that I had in. And like, as I mentioned to you, saying I'm an only child. So throughout me being an only child my whole life, there was only one person that was there. Remember I told you my dad's not there. So my mum was the only person that was there. So I don't know if anyone's lost a parent. But,
I lost a mum as well.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people deal with it a certain way. Right. Some people go off the rails. There's 2 perceptions of paranoid schizophrenia. There's the way it's looked at in like mainstream England. And like it's treatable with medication and you know, it's a normal thing and other family members have it and this is how we deal with it. Then there's the way it's looked at in our community, the black community. In the black community, it's looked at like he's possessed. Do you know what I mean? He's evil, he's cursed. That's where parents go wrong. They don't let their children get it out. Right. So their children will have it stuck in them. And then when it does come out, it will come out in a destructive way. Right. You hear that their child did a robbery or like their child killed someone, had an outburst. And they said, how? Why did you do that? That's because like, you didn't let them express them sides in a healthy way. Because I'm bubbly, I make it sound nice. You don't want to go there.
It's like, no.
Yeah, you don't want to.
What you say, that Arkham Asylum, right? That really.
You don't want to go there, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, my intention was to connect. Right. So when I'm seeing stuff like this, that's it.
That's gold for you. That's your job. You've done your job.
I've done it because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to connect. So for people to tell me they cried at certain songs, and then men as well. You know, men, we ain't got but to voice not another brother. Do you know what I mean? Skepta said in an interview, you know you're at peace by how long it takes you to get to sleep. That conversation should get shorter and shorter. When you're really depressed, it's long. I mean, you're up till like God knows and like. But as life gets better and better, it comes 10 minutes. You might just review your day and just see what happened, or something stuck out in your day that you thought about, and then you're off to sleep. That's what it should. That's the goal.
Yes, and we're back. It is your boy Tailz. I am the host of Straight Out the Box podcast, a podcast where we talk about everything and anything, no stones unturned. How you feel is absolutely how you feel. Do you know what I mean? Today, we've got a special show. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got a young king in the building. You know what I'm saying? The brothers, you know what I'm saying? One of the voices of the streets. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's been all over the TLs. Do you know what I mean? There's not a day that I don't see his face. Do you know what I'm saying? So, obviously, as you guys you will see from the title that, do you know what? This is an episode where this is going to be a lot of gems being told today and dropped today. So before we get into the story of my guest, right now we're in AME Higher Studios, a place where we do podcasting. So if you're interested in podcasting, or if you're interested in a place where you can do your video shoots or any video productions, or if you're interested in hiring out any equipment like cameras, lighting, etc., then hit up AME Higher on Instagram, which is ame.hire, and the website link will be in the description box, where if you have any questions, then hit them up and they'll be happy to help. But without further ado, we're going to get into today's guest, the young brother that's sitting right beside me.
Yes.
Bro, if I can get you to just introduce your name, let the public know where you're from, and also let them know your social media handle, just in case they want to keep up with what you're doing.
Yes. First of all, thanks for having me, by the way.
No worries, bro, man. It's a pleasure, man.
I don't take it for granted. Like,
it's a pleasure, bro.
Shocka is the name, artist name. North London, Broadwater Farm, Tottenham is where I'm from.
Big up Tottenham.
And social media handles is Shocka_artist.
All right. Listen, first and foremost, Shocka, this is something that I think I hit you up. Was it last year? I'm sure it was
a while ago.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
And you said, you know what, bro, I would love to do it. But obviously, because of your schedule's quite busy right now, hit me up in the new year.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I remember that vividly, because I was like, do you know what? That's dope. Because sometimes, even for us podcasters, you know, sometimes, you know, when you reach out to people, sometimes you might not always get the positive response. Do you know what I mean? So even for the fact of you just made time to even come true and sit down with me here, like, I truly appreciate it. Like, I'm grateful, do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I appreciate you for that.
No, definitely.
And it's only right that, do you know what, you being my guest and you being here, that we get into some drinks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
So right now we've got drinks by Jewel Isle Rum Punch, which is also a North London brand.
Jeez.
Tottenham, to be precise. Do you know what I'm saying? Black-owned business. Do you know what I mean? We've got tropical rum punch. We've got lemon and lime. They do have pineapple and ginger. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attain that today. But the next time you spin back, we'll definitely have that for you, do you know what I mean, to try out. But big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch. Shout out to the Tottenham gang, you know what I'm saying? Which flavour you feeling? Tropical?
There has to be tropical.
All right. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got to shake that up for you. You got the opener. Open it up, and basically what we do is we just get live reactions from people, try the drink, you know, see how they get on with it. Do you know what I mean? If it's something that they like. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Let them know what you think. What's your opinion?
Right, you ready? What camera am I looking at?
Look at, in the main one there, the wide one.
Here,
yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
My North London brother.
And sister. Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, you did good.
There you go. There you have it, people. Do you know what I'm saying?
How am I going to let my North London brothers and sisters down?
Yeah. We got to represent. Do you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, drink. There's more for you there, man. So you ain't got to worry about that. Huh? Yeah, 100%. I'll send you the socials after once we're done recording. Do you know what I'm saying? And we get patterned. But first and foremost, how are you in general, man? How's things, man?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good, and it feels good to say that because obviously everyone, like most of my supporters, know my journey by now. It's been rocky, it's been a roller coaster, it's been turbulent, it's been all of it. Yeah. So it's like it feels good to be able to say I'm good again. And when I say I'm good, my good is different to other people's good.
Right.
My good's coming from like the depth of my soul. You know what I mean? Because I've experienced so much pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my good could just be waking up and just being able to step outside my house.
Do you know, you got to be grateful for sometimes for things like that.
Yeah, that could be my good, because you got to understand, not to jump into your questions, but like, I know you're going to ask me about my sectioning experience.
Right, later on.
Not to fast forward, but it's like when you experience a situation like being sectioned, you're not allowed to go outside. You don't even get that privilege.
Do you know what?
So like, there's some days where I just think to myself, I can just step out.
And
I know what it feels like not to have that.
Not
to be able to step out, or just to be able to go a little round the compound. Do you know what I mean? It's like, some people don't have that perspective. It's like I was saying to my brethren, I was saying to Double S, you know Double S?
Yeah. Shout out to Double S.
I was saying to Double S, I was like how, because I got an auntie that just came from Nigeria.
Okay.
She just come to the country, but she's like probably nearly approaching her 60s.
Right.
And I was like, when I saw her, even though we saw each other briefly, I saw the look in her eyes, that fresh look of like, this is a new place. Do you know what I mean? She even said to me, she's like, I feel like I'm a baby again. And I know what that meant, as in like, I'm starting a whole new life.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what people don't have. They've lost that fresh perspective.
Exactly.
Everything's old to them.
Yeah.
You see your local shop and you just think, tired of that place. You know what I mean? You see your next door neighbour and you think, I'm tired of him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see the local chicken shop and think, where she had that look, that fresh look, and I was like, I got to find a way to maintain that.
Yeah.
And keep that. And like, and I've noticed I always have it when, you know, as I mentioned the section thing, when I come out, I tell all the man that I'm about to go crazy. That's why you said, I see you all over the TL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To other people, they're thinking, bruv, you've done so many podcasts, chill. But I'm like, no, because I've got that fresh look.
Right.
You're looking at it like too many podcasts, and I'm looking at it like, I'm grateful they even want to have me on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, we appreciate even that look at it, because that's even giving me a perspective of the fact that sometimes as people, we take things for granted.
Yes, sir.
And like you said, there's a lot of things that are minuscule to me, but it's a major thing for somebody else.
Yes.
And so sometimes when they say, do you know what, like, I don't know whether you're a religious person, when they say like be like humility and humbleness is key. Do you know what I'm saying? Be grateful for the small things. Be grateful I woke up in my own bed today.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I won't lose that.
Sorry to cut you, but I won't be surprised if my auntie, I see her in a year later. And she's tearing shit to pieces, she's killing it. Do you know what I mean? Just because of that fresh perspective she's got. Whereas like my other uncles and aunties that's been here for ages, they're already defeated and they're looking at life through a defeated lens. Whereas like, so I think it's important to keep that, look at the world like a 6-year-old. You know what I mean? Or a 4-year-old. They've got that, everything they see is new. Like they'll see this and start looking at it through every, do you know what I mean? Playing with it. It's important to keep that. You got to maintain that like curiosity.
And do you know what? It's funny enough, you actually transitioned it for me, because speaking of 6-year-old, I want to talk about your childhood. Go back to, and what was it like growing up where you're from in Tottenham? First of all, was you born here? Right. So you're the first generation here of your family.
I was born here.
So talk to me about your childhood. How was that for you growing up?
My childhood was, there was pros and cons to it. There was pros because I was the only child. I got no brothers, no sisters. It's just me.
So was you spoiled?
100%.
See, you know, I'm envious, you know.
100 million percent. So that was the pros that I thought anyway. Which turned into a con later on. But like, it was a pro in the beginning because like, everyone used to come to Shocka's house because I had all the game consoles. I had Dreamcast. Remember Dreamcast?
I had
Dreamcast. I had Sega Saturn. I had PlayStation. I had everything. So people pretend to be asleep in my room because they didn't want to go home. So when my mum comes to tell everyone to go home and she sees everyone asleep, she's like, let me let them sleep. But they weren't sleeping though. They was just waiting for her to leave and wake back up.
It's like, the twang, innit?
And then I had all the clothes. People call me like, yo, Shocks, we got a rave on Saturday. Please, can I come into your wardrobe and just select something? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Funny enough, because I need to stop you there. I'm going to let you finish. There was an interview, and I'm paraphrasing. So big up Double S. I'm paraphrasing. He mentioned about one time when he come across you and you was in an iceberg.
To school.
He's
been double into the same school.
And I'm thinking, you rocked the iceberg?
And I went to his sixth form, and like, I remember I was like, I'm just going to make my Donald Duck shirt my school top. And I know, and that was nothing to me, but like, it's only when I stepped into school, I was like, shocked. That's like a £385 shirt, and you're just rocking it to school. Like, and you know, them times when you see the Donald Duck, you know, like, that's iceberg history. That just to let you know, that's what I was on.
See, and so, what was the con? Because you mentioned that there was a con in there.
The con is, you start feeling like the world revolves around you.
Right.
And then when you go into the real world, you realise, like, people don't give a fuck about you.
It's
not all about when you're only child, you think it's all about you. Do you know what I mean? What I want to do. My way. And, like, you go into the world and you realise, like, there's, the world's busy. Like, it's not even about you. You're just do you know what I mean? And then, like, there's so much cons to it, man. There's cons to it in the sense of, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but, like, until I went to Nigeria, because I got shipped to Nigeria, I went boarding school in Nigeria for like 2 years.
Oh, wow.
That was kind of the moment where, like, that was my first culture shock.
Yeah.
Because you see in Nigeria, you're washing your own clothes.
You're
boarding school, you're ironing your own clothes. I think
that was the man before the man.
I think that was the first time I probably held an iron. And that really started ironing in Nigeria.
Yeah, yeah.
And I started having the thought the other day, I was like, rah, like, obviously before I went to Nigeria, I never washed clothes. And then obviously when I had that little 2-year period when I was doing that, but then when I came back, I never touched clothes again. Like my mum just wouldn't. And I was like, it just hit me. I was like, rah, like
privileged over here.
Very privileged. And another con to it is like, most of the lessons I was meant to learn from a man, my mum couldn't give to me. Right. Not because she didn't want to, but she just physically couldn't. Yeah, it's like me raising a daughter. Right. I can give her all the love, but there's just certain women things that I just can't instill in her because I'm not a woman.
Oh, so was you in a single parent household?
I was in a single parent household. My dad got deported when I was like 5, 6.
Oh, and how did?
So I didn't see him again till 15. I went on a holiday, saw him for
about 10 years.
15, and then after that, I saw him that once. So after he got deported, I saw him again when I was 15. My mum took me on holiday to see him in Spain. Right. And then I didn't see him again after that. But we kept in contact over the phone, but not physically after that.
How did you, just to pinpoint that, how did that make you feel at that time?
Honestly, it didn't hit me. Right. Because my mum was covering so much. It's only as I got older and I started going through real life experiences and I started having like female troubles and like life adversities, and I started realizing that this is where my dad was meant to come in. Yeah, like this is
because you know
life now.
I don't like to say roles, but there's certain things that you need one over the other. Do you know what I mean? Not because to say that one's better than the other.
My mum will try and nurture me through everything. Yeah. Whereas like dads don't have time for nurturing. Leave that to the mums. I'm going to give you the tough love and show you what life is really about. Right. And my dad could have probably given me certain examples that he went through in his life. Do you know what I mean? And that always makes it easier. When someone can give you an example. So say like I had a heartbreak, for example. If you can tell me about your heart, someone said the most realist thing to me. They said there's nothing more powerful than meeting someone that's overcome an experience you're currently dealing with. And it's so true. If you're currently dealing with being bankrupt and you bump into me and like, you know my story is about being bankrupt and I become a millionaire, you have no excuse anymore. Because you've just seen someone that's like, what's your excuse? True. Do you know what I mean? What is your excuse? I've had your situation and I beat it. Like, you've seen me now, so you know it's possible. And whereas my dad could have given me so many instances where he could have said, oh, you're going through depression. Right. I went through depression when I was, do you know what I mean, 16 for this. Or you're going for a heartbreak. Trust me, before I met your mum, do you know what I mean? I would have loved that because I had no mentors. And it's funny me being a mentor for people now, but like I had no mentors myself. I had to bump my head every single time to find the right road. Where someone normally has like an older brother that says, I don't think you should hang around with him. He looks Or they've got their dad that says, what you're doing, you think you're cool, but I did that. I never had none of that. And then I reached that age where my mum couldn't control me at a point.
Okay,
where she's telling me I don't want you to go out and I'm still going out. And it's like, what can she do?
Because now you're unruly now.
And I'm bigger, exactly. So now like I'm really on my own. With like no tutoring. So, and that's the most dangerous place to be in.
Do you know what? All right, because do you know what? You're touching so much points that I want to actually ask you, but I want to just try to do the timeline, So you was part of a crew called Marvell Crew, right? I mean, alongside Double S and Vertex. Yes. But I heard in a grapevine that was you a part of Chain Gang before that. Yeah. All right, so
no one ever asks me about that.
Yeah, talk to me about Chain Gang.
Yeah, I was in Chain Gang.
What I'm saying? And who was in Chain Gang at that time? And just how did Chain Gang come about?
So Chain Gang was me, Tips, Caps, Wiz, and Shiva.
All right, big number.
And Mucky, my brother Mucky, he's the one that even brought me into the group. How can I even forget him? He'll kill me. He brought me into the group. So when I came back from Nigeria, he was like, yo, I'm taking you to Tiverton. Like, there's spitters over there. And he took me to Tiverton, and that's where I met Wretch for the first time. So I've known Wretch for years. You know what I mean? So it's like watching, this is a segue, but like watching Wretch blow up was like crazy for me. Right. Because like I've seen Wretch just walking past, going to the shop. His mixtapes. Wretch used to have these mixtapes in the ends. Right. They're probably not, someone's probably got them somewhere, but he used to have these 15-track mixtapes that no one ain't heard. And like, I remember he had a song in there called She Can Talk for Britain. He probably might not remember this song. And it's about like a girl that talks too much. Oh, and like he's rapping about it, like saying, do you know what I mean? All these concepts that he had. So like when Wretch went #1, I lost my mind. I couldn't believe it. And plus, to be fair, I remember all of us being happy because we were saying like, if Wretch doesn't blow, then what's that Lamar song? There's no justice in the world or some shit. It was that kind of type shit because we was like, he's so good.
Yeah, he's so talented. He can't not.
He can't not. Or else like we're all fucked.
Yeah.
So when he joined the movement, we was like, yes. When we saw him with Get, it was like, yes, it's happening. And when he got signed, I remember I saw him in Burger King when he got signed. He probably won't remember all of this because like he's. But, I remember because these things mean something to me, and I remember seeing him in Burger King when he got signed. Him and Zion. He was like, where you lot coming from? He was like, oh, we just signed our deal. But they didn't. He did something different because most people announced their deal. Right. I remember when Tiny signed his deal, we saw the video of him signing. But he didn't do none of that. Yeah. And I get why, because remember he was kind of behind at a point. Right. So he felt like, let me just get on with it and just do what I got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And like watching him sign was incredible. But yeah, I was in Chain Gang, which is the younger version of. So Wretch was in a group called Combination Camp. It was Wretch. His manager now, Zion, was in the group. Right. Nero. Right. Captain. Cell 22, I think. I'm not sure, but he was in a group of Combination. Yeah. And you know, back then they had youngers and olders.
Yes.
We was at the youngers, which was Chain Gang. All right. And then, so I was the youngest, so I started there. And then Chain Gang kind of...
So when Chain Gang fizzled out, is it then Marvell Crew?
Yes, Chain Gang fizzled out, and then something called Always Recording started. Right. Which Chip's manager started it. Back. And everyone used to come to Always Recording to record or just chill out. Yeah. And then... I was lost at the time, so Chain Gang's, not together. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? So I put this little promo together. Remember, it was promos. Like,
yeah.
Do you remember everyone had a promo on MySpace? Which
promo
is EPs. Yeah. But like 4 songs.
4 songs, yeah.
So I was like, let me just try a little promo. So I made a promo called Beast on the Loose. Right. And then I took it to Always Recording, and because I needed artwork for it. Yeah. And Vertex was the one that was doing everyone's artwork. Oh, Vertex, the member of Marvell.
Yeah.
So I left him my CD. Yeah. And I don't think he listened to it. He just left it there. Yeah. So like, I called him like 2 weeks later, like, yo, where's the artwork? And he was like, oh shit, I think he forgot or whatever, yeah? So then I called him a week later and I think he's heard the CD now and he was like, bro, you got to come in.
Yeah. That's
so
dope.
I've come in and he's like, bro, he was telling everyone like, yo, this guy's cold. And obviously everyone knew me already, like, from spitting from early. And, but he was just becoming aware. Right. So everyone's like, yeah, that's Shocka, he's been cold. He's like, nah. So from then he was trying to get me into Marvell. Right. So we do... Marvell at that time was Double S, Maestro, Shotty D, and Vertex, and someone else.
So there was 5 of you?
There was 5 of them before I joined. Oh, so Marvell was a thing before I joined. Right. Then a couple members left, and Vertex wanted to reinvent it. So it was only him and Double S left. Right. Really, it was just him. Yeah. Because Double was like doing his thing already. Double was a star from ages ago. Yeah. But it was him and Double S left. And then he was like, I want to reinvent it. And then he brought me in. And then we reinvented the whole thing. New logo, new music, new everything.
Yeah, no, it was sick because you lot was creating a buzz those days. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you lot was everywhere, especially you lot, Chipmunk, obviously Wretch, the Tinies and everything like that. And you see when you was doing music, how did your mum, did she know about you was doing music at them time? Yeah, and how did she feel about music?
She weren't rating it.
Because I know Africans.
She weren't rating it. What country from?
Uganda.
Oh, Double's Ugandan.
Oh,
you know
yes,
that?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Nigerian.
My
mum, until money gets involved, they're not rating it. And I was doing crazy shit when I think about it. Yeah. Like, I could have showed her the Drake picture when we first met him. Or Rihanna, or like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But then to her,
diversity
she's probably
thinking, or like, she just didn't, she's thinking, bro, where's the money? Where is the money? And like, that's got pros and cons to it too. Do you know what I mean? In African backgrounds, because like, it just kills your spirit. Because it makes you feel like you're not progressing. And you're making big steps. But they don't realize, as an entrepreneur, it's the reverse. Right. When you do a 9 to 5, you get paid immediately. Yeah. But when you do entrepreneurship, you get paid at the ending. Right. But they don't understand the concept of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, we need this money today.
Entrepreneurship to them is a risk. What do you mean paid at the ending? So you're going to work, and then 10 years later, you'll finally start getting your check. Do you understand how crazy that sounds? That's why entrepreneurship is like a madman's business. Like, when you think about it in the beginning. Yeah. So, we're rappers and artists are really entrepreneurs, really.
Yeah.
Because we're creating something out of nothing.
True. And was you like academically, was you good?
No. On top of that, academically, I wasn't great either.
So she's probably looking at, all right, you're doing this music thing that's not paying you right this moment, and academically, do you know what I mean? There's a bit of a struggle there.
So it's like, what's gonna happen here?
Yeah, it's like, where's this going?
Yeah, exactly.
And what kept you going at that time? What inspired you to do it
with the group?
Yeah.
Everyone around us, we was lucky to be around like a rich network.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, we wasn't always recording every day.
Right.
Different people will come through there. Rex comes through there. Chip comes through there. Wiley comes through there.
Yeah.
There was different people coming through there. So when you're around it, it's constantly inspiring you. And someone will do something that we would want to do next.
Yeah.
So do you remember when Chip won the mobile at, I think he's the youngest to ever win it?
I think so, yeah.
And I remember watching it at Vertex's dad's house because we was like, we can't miss this. And we watched it. We saw him win it.
Yeah.
And then you see him in the office, always recording his office the next week. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I can't even imagine what it must have been like when he went to school the next day. People seeing him. And I love the fact he did that because like people got to touch it. Yeah. Because before that, the music thing was kind of far from us.
Right.
It was like an East London. Do you know what I mean? I remember getting the DVDs.
Yeah.
DVD. It seemed like an East London. You know what I mean? Yeah. Chip kind of brought it to North London, like we could touch it, like feel it.
But when you say Chipmunk, because even when you got to think about it, you got to look at it. When I think North London, I think obviously that your boy better knows. Yeah. I can't remember what group Scorcher was part of before the movement.
Cold Blooded, I think it was.
Cold Blooded, yeah. Is that the one with Dollar the Dustman and all of that? Mm-hmm. So you had those lot, and then obviously you had Chip. Then obviously you guys. Do you know what I mean? So seeing Chip being the youngest to bring it home must have been dope for you lot.
It was constantly setting the bar, and then showing us what to aspire to.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And do you know what? Because every time I think back to, even in the grime days with Chipmunk, when Chipmunk with Criminal and all of that, and even just the clashes that Chipmunk gets into.
I was at that clash. You know the clash you had with Criminal?
Yeah.
I was there. I went with Chip to that clash.
Look at that.
Which is, his dad dropped us to the clash.
Look at that.
Which is like, I've never spoken about that, funny enough.
Yeah.
But like, if you look at the footage, I'm in the back. I got my hoodie on and my hat open hoodie. Watch it again. Like, I'm gonna watch it
again because Big Up Criminal is my guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Big Up Grim.
And did you guys ever clash with anybody? Because I'm sure
we had one clash, but it wasn't out there like that. But it was because we got signed to Risky Roads. Do you remember Risky?
Yes, Risky Roads, the DVD. Yeah.
We got signed because he started the label. Who was the first act he signed? Yeah. But before he signed us, he put on this event called Mike Fight. Do you remember Mike Fight?
Why does that sound? Who else battled on there? Because I swear
there was a guy called Bully, I think. Or
Bully, yes.
Yeah, we clashed. Yeah, that's who we clashed.
Yeah. I remember. Do you know what? Clash. I need to dig up the archives because I do remember even having a copy of that. And there was a clash.
I think that's our only clash, and I think Double and Maxter had a little back and forth. But that's about it.
But do you know what? No,
but we weren't on the clashing thing. To be fair.
But to be fair, I think for you guys, you didn't have to because you lot had your own sound anyway.
We was just on the vibes
and that's what I rated. And you've mentioned on an interview, I can't remember which one, but you mentioned that your trauma helped shape your creative instincts. And I wanted to know, like, what was your earliest traumatic experience?
The first sectioning, bro. My life changed forever.
Talk to me.
My life changed forever. So, like, remember I was talking about the pros and cons?
Yeah.
About being an only child, being spoiled a bit. And I mean, the pros and cons, one of the major pros was that I wasn't used to adversity.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's good to have a balance of wins and losses.
Yeah.
Not crazy losses, but like,
not
very mad with the losses, but having a healthy balance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just on a winning streak, you know what I mean? Had all the clothes, computer games, girls, and then joined Marvell, winning again.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? The popular kid at school, just mad winning streak. And when you have a winning streak like that, you kind of get delusional and feel like you just can't lose.
Right, yeah. It builds that. Is it like a sort of arrogance?
It's an arrogance. It's an arrogance. It's an arrogance that like you just can't lose. Like I got life, under my feet. And then we got signed to Risky Roads. Just not to go cut the story short.
Yeah.
But our single didn't do too great. We ended up getting dropped from the label, and I remember like that was the first time I was actually depressed.
Right.
Deeply depressed. And it wasn't even the dropping from the label that made me depressed. it was the stuff around it, the perception around it that comes with it. You know, like the fact I was just number 2 in MTV Base. And then you got to explain yourself. Do you know what I mean? And then I become isolated.
Right.
I didn't even know what the word isolated means. But then I become isolated, which means that you just withdraw from like your social group and just like keep it to yourself. I think that's when my first introverted behavior started. Before that, I'm the one that's calling the man them saying like, yo, what's going on today? Or like, I see everyone on the block. I look through my window, see everyone on the block and go downstairs and join them. Now I'm looking through my window and thinking, if I go and join them, they're going to ask me about this music thing.
Right.
You heard you got dropped. Do you know what I mean?
So all of these things that...
at that time, I didn't know how to articulate myself the way I do now. So I couldn't even explain it in the way I would want to. So I would have ended up embarrassing myself and making myself look more like a fool. Do you know what I mean? And then on top of that as well, I was so cocky when I was younger. I think my nickname was Floyd. I don't know if you remember that. Floyd, on the Marvell FM mixtapes, there was a DJ Floyd. That was me in the beginning.
Oh, shut up.
I don't know if you remember that, but my nickname...
No, DJ Floyd.
Yeah, like that was the guy in the narrating the mixtape. Like I was so cocky. But I named myself after Floyd. We all know Floyd.
Floyd,
So like... So I was the guy where like I used to talk so much shit that it's like we need to see Shocka lose. Do you know what I mean? So like so all of these other stuff was adding 10 times more onto the pressure. And I remember like we did Skepta's tour. Skepta brought us on tour with Kleps and Conan. Big up Skepta for doing that as well.
Yeah, big up Skepta because I think he was one of the first few that actually toured from the UK grime scene that actually brought a lot of us. Do you know what I mean? The UK scene. So big him up, man.
He brought us on tour. So we went on tour with Chip in 2010 and Diversity. 2010 we brought out the single, didn't do well. 2011 we got dropped. End of 2011, Skepta brought us on tour. It was us and Kleps and Conan was the support acts. And then after that tour, it was like a realization hit me that you're not going to see something like that for a long time. Because I could see that there was a decline. Whereas Kleps and Conan was going like this. You know
their trajectory
was... So their trajectory was going like this. Whereas I knew that like our moment, because we didn't capitalize that moment from the single. That hype we had. It wasn't even the single, it was the hype. You know, like, obviously you can build a hype again, but sometimes, like, when you have your time, you have your hype.
Because I think every artist has their
that window
buzz,
where it was their moment to stamp it. And, like, we didn't stamp it. And, like, I kind of knew in my head that, like, everything from here is not going to be the greatest. And, like, I think the realization was just hitting me, bro. And then, end of 2011, I had a huge breakdown. I just came home one day. I don't know where I came home from. I think it was from my friend's house, actually. And I was just shouting and just everything just came out. It's not like now where we have podcasts where I can come and just talk to you like a brother and even though the world's watching, I can still reason with you. Sometimes I wasn't that mature enough, so I bottled all the emotions that I had in. It just all poured out and I got sectioned for the first time.
Do you know what? Just to hone in on that point about bottling it in, do you think that because a lot of men, we hold in a lot of things that affect us internally and, you know, sometimes we might not have that space or we might not be confident in or in that confident space to be able to talk to somebody and like you said, you isolate yourself. Do you think society's put that on us? Or do you think this is something that's just a learnt behaviour because we just see other men do it?
Society. Society, definitely. Society has this like perception that you end up falling into. Even if you don't want to, you just end up, it's like a group perception that's going on and you just end up falling into it. And
I think these are
that's why I made vulnerability the new cool.
And we're going to get into that.
If someone could have showed me how cool vulnerability is at that time, that could have helped. That could have solved so much problems. But at that time, vulnerability was my worst enemy. Vulnerable? Like, speaking and like, what are you talking about? In the ends especially, what are you talking about? So like, I wasn't a leader at that time. I weren't trying to break free from the mold at that time. But I wish I had me. That's why I do what I do now. Because like, I want to be the me that I never had. For that kid at home, do you know what I mean? When I got sectioned, when I came out of hospital, I was scrounging everywhere looking for black males that's been sectioned before or had my diagnosis or like how they dealt with it. I couldn't find anyone.
I can't believe for generations they said speaking about mental health is a taboo. To motherfucking who? Look, Vulnerability's the new cool. I know guys dying inside, but they can't express themselves because they're too cool. Ooh, I was too cool. I was just like you, till I was in a mental home on my own. Suicidal, now it's time to break that cycle. Generations depend on it. If you ever get told the codes, put your friends on it, and then put the ends on it, and then the whole country. I wish I could have a heart-to-heart with my mumsy.
I want to talk about your book.
Yes.
A section of my life.
Yes.
And you include hospital poems.
Yes.
And I want to know, like, what sparked the decision to make you want to share something so personal? And was there any fear that people may judge you or not understand?
No, because by the time I got to that place of writing the book, I was already like doing TED Talks and speaking in university. So I kind of knew what it was. I knew my purpose at that time. So when I got sectioned that fourth time.
So wait, hold on. So the fourth, so you've been sectioned 4 times.
Let's make this clear for your viewers. I've been sectioned 4 times. Once in end of 2011, I was telling you about. Going into 2012.
Right.
Another time in 2014. Another time in 2016. Then the last time was in 2022. So for 6 years, I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Just doing what I got to do.
Yeah.
And then my mum passed in 2022.
Right. My condolences, bro.
And like, as I mentioned to you, saying I'm an only child.
Yeah.
So throughout me being an only child my whole life, there was only one person that was there.
Yeah.
Remember I told you my dad's not there. So my mum was the only person that was there. So I don't know if anyone's lost a parent. But
I lost a mum as well.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Some people deal with it a certain way.
Right.
Some people go off the rails. I've heard of stories of people that's like never even recovered. They're just a shell of themselves. You know what I mean? And I totally understand it.
Yeah.
Especially if it was experience like how mine was. I lost my mum to cancer. So like you see them slowly deteriorating.
Yeah.
Some people it's a sudden thing or like where's cancer, you see them slowly deteriorating.
Yeah.
I was in the house when she passed. I heard them shouting downstairs.
Do you know what? Because I was in the house exactly when my mum passed away. In my arms, watched her eyes roll to the back of her head. Do you know what I mean?
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And that's why even when I said to you off camera, we're gonna get to that part as well.
Yeah.
When the letter to my mum resonated, do you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to skip too far forward because I do want to actually touch on the letter to my mum separately. But I want to actually go back to the whole section.
Yeah.
So you mentioned before in one interview that they first diagnosed you with manic depression.
Yeah.
And then later on, they diagnosed you with
paranoid schizophrenia.
Paranoid schizophrenia.
Yeah.
Now, was that for them to say paranoid schizophrenia? Was that from them? Was it like a trial and error, and they said, you know, it's this, and then now it's come to that, or was it 2 separate?
It's 2 different. It's 2 different. What's the word I'm looking for? It's 2 different symptoms, 2 different stuff you're displaying.
Right.
Manic depression is just like you obviously being manic, smashing stuff.
Yeah.
But schizophrenia is like you having delusions and hearing voices. 2 different things.
Yeah.
So just judging by what you're saying, or what the person's describing you doing, or your scenario, then they can group it into like what the diagnosis is. So by the time I got to the reason why I got the schizophrenia diagnosis was because that happened when I got sectioned in 2016.
Right.
I went on holiday with my friend, not to go too into it. It's already out there, it's in the book.
Yeah.
I went on holiday with my friend. Yeah. And obviously we was drinking, partying, whatever we was doing. I wasn't meant to be doing that. I was meant to be on medication just cooling off. Right. We was drinking. I went with a complete animal rock star. Yeah. Drinking, partying, whatever. And then I got back to my balcony. Yeah. And then over my balcony, I could hear my friends speaking. Yeah. But it was the friends that I left in the UK to come on holiday. Right. And I was like, how the fuck is that possible? Because I left you lot in the UK. So how were you here on this holiday talking over my balcony? Right. And then I was like, let me go downstairs and say, Wagwan. Yeah. And I went downstairs and like, no one was there. Oh, wow. That's when I realized, okay, we've gone past the realm of manic depression now. Yeah. Now you're entering the realm of like delusions. Yeah. That was my first case of that. Yeah. So that's how the paranoid schizophrenia diagnosis came.
And just even in that moment, you recognizing that this is something to be concerned about. Yeah. You see, when you're in that moment, do you recognize you're in that moment, or you don't recognize you're in it? Like, do you think that there's different versions of yourself?
You do recognize you're in that moment, but it's like how can I explain it? It's like you watching someone playing a computer. It's like you're playing a computer game, but someone's controlling your control pad.
Right.
But you're watching it though.
Yeah.
But you're trying to tell them to move left, but they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like you're in the game. Like I'm watching my game. That's my screen. That's my player. But it's like I'm not in control of the movement. Yeah. So like it's like I can't explain. It's like you know the POV.
The point of view. Yeah.
But you can see it. But imagine that. But like. You're just not fully in control of it. So, but you're there though, hence why I can still describe to you what happened. Yeah. Because most people that's in psychosis, if you talk to them after, they'll tell you like, oh, I saw you, I remember you talking to me, whatever, but I was just not in the control that I'm normally...
So when they told you, like when they said, you know what, this is what it is, how did you feel in that moment?
When they said you got paranoid schizophrenia?
Yeah.
I was still looking at it from the black community thing. Yeah. That's what really scared me. Right. Because, like, there's two perceptions of paranoid schizophrenia. There's the way it's looked at in, like, mainstream England. Yeah. And, like, it's treatable with medication and, you know, it's a normal thing and other family members have it and this is how we deal with it. Then there's the way it's looked at in our community, the black community. Yeah. In the black community, it's looked at like he's possessed. Do you know what I mean? He's evil, he's cursed.
Listen, especially being African.
And that's the only perception that I've ever heard my whole life. So when I heard paranoid schizophrenia, that's the first thing I'm thinking is that, do you know what I mean? You've got this over your head now. And that's how my family took it too. Because they're the first people that showed me how to react to it. Because they're the ones that told me, you know, don't tell no one your diagnosis or, you know, let's sweep this on the rug and pretend like nothing happened. It's only when I got around, you know, my white counterparts or like I spoke to other people and I'm telling them and they're telling me my family member had that and this is how we treat that and then I realized I see what's going on, so it kind of helped me get my head around it. Do you know what I mean? But then I still had to make the decision of if I'm going to start talking about it on podcast or like start including it in my music or like that was a difficult decision. The diagnosis wasn't difficult. It's the step after. What happens after the diagnosis? Do you know what I mean? Do you blend back into society and pretend like nothing happened? Right. Do you write a book about it? Do you know what I mean? Do you try to understand it more? The diagnosis is just basically saying like, it's like me giving you a black top. I've given you a black top. What happens? Are you going to wear it to a function? Are you going to leave it at home and just pretend like, he gave me a black top, but that's it. It's there now. But you've got the black top. So it's what you want to do. And I think I made the greatest decision. I was just like.
And do you know what? No, you did make a great decision because somebody out there is actually learning and taking in so much gems and essentially taking advice from you, especially somebody that's gone through it. But I also want to...
Well, even if I ain't got all the answers, someone can come and perfect what I'm saying afterwards. True. And I think that's what should happen. Every generation should... Do you know what I mean? I feel like, in terms of music terms, because you know I started from music, I feel like Kendrick came and took the blueprints that Tupac laid to the next level. Do you know what I mean? He looked at all the things that he did right. What he stood for, how he conducted himself. Then he might have looked at all the stuff he did wrong. Like, you know, Tupac used to speak about death a lot in his music. And he took it to the next level. As his offspring. And that's how I feel. Later on, 10 years, 20 years later, I might be in my house and there might be this kid saying, I got diagnosed, I got sectioned twice. But then I heard Shocka's interviews and I saw the mistakes he made and I saw I read his book and I corrected it and I didn't go again. Do you know what I mean? And that's my job done.
And do you know what? Let me ask you this, because you're not the only person that, you know, I've had sit on the chair and say, especially from our culture, to say that, because I've had like a young lady, big her up, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Big up Natalie.
Yeah, big up Natalie.
And when she found out, her family found out, she was from, I think she's Ghanaian. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think she's Ghanaian, but she's African. And her mom didn't want her to speak out about her diagnosis. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to see that this is quite common, especially like black people as a culture. We don't want a lot of people knowing our business, but it's predominantly in the African culture.
It's not the knowing the business. It's the shame that comes behind it. They don't mind you knowing the business because I always tell this classic story about when I signed my record deal. And my mom was like. I told my mom I posted a picture of me because there was a video of me signing the record deal.
Right.
And like my mum was like, how much comments has it got? Like, what's the people saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, comments is going crazy.
Yeah.
And then when I got sectioned and I posted a picture of my mum coming to visit me, my mum called me and said, yo, take that picture down. Like, the comments, and you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a shame thing. It's a shame thing. And they glorify the good, but the bad stuff they like to sweep under the rug.
Exactly, and that's what I think is sad in a way, because as much as we don't want to show shame and everything like that, I think it's also healthy and important, because they don't understand that what you could be doing for the next young brother like you, or the next young sister that's part of us, and anything like that, and how much we help. So what would your message be to those parents that think like that?
What would my message be to those parents that
that think that their child shouldn't talk about, like, or these sort of things, especially that affects our health, shouldn't be public knowledge?
Is that we have to be whole human beings.
Yeah.
Like, God didn't just give us one emotion, which is just happy all day. Because my face would be stuck like this. Do you know what I mean? Everywhere I go. So, like, we got happy, we got sad, we got ups, we got downs, we got... That means we have to be whole human beings. And I didn't realise that myself. I was the guy that just always wanted to be happy. Even though that's how I come across, but I get a chance to, like, get the darkness out in my music. You know what I mean? My music sounds completely different to how I am. Like, when you meet me, I'm like, good energy, up tempo. When you hear my music, I'm talking about Letter to Mom and Mr. Jealousy, and that's where I get the. Do you know what I mean? Because it's got to come out somewhere, and like that's where parents go wrong. They don't let their children get it out, so their children will have it stuck in them, and then when it does come out, it will come out in a destructive way. You hear that their child did a robbery, or like their child killed someone, had an outburst, and they said, "How? Why did you do that?" That's because like you didn't let them express them sides in a healthy way. You didn't let them talk about it. You didn't let them understand it. And that's what happens. You got to be like, we got to be whole human beings. And I learned that from rappers. Like I learned that from rappers. Like rappers. I learned that Tupac taught me that. A young man, being 19, 25, however old he was. I saw different sides of him. I saw the Dear Mama side. Then I saw that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker side. Do you know what I mean? I saw like... And he was a Gemini as well. So I saw like the two sides. So DMX as well. I saw slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. I saw that side. But dealing with cocaine addiction. Really fighting with it. Every song he was praying. He used to start his shows with prayers. But like, I don't even think those prayers was just for the sake of it. I think he was trying to express to us like, I don't think you understand, I'm in a fight for my life here. But you lot just happen to be watching the fight that I'm actually in. But I'm in a serious fight. Do you know what I mean?
And do you know what? His prayers resonated with a lot of people, because I hear the stories and the testimonies when he'll come out on stage and he would say a prayer and people in the audience would be crying.
Exactly.
Do you know
and then
what I mean?
We saw him have good times as well. The Exit Wound, was it Exit Wound he was in?
With the film. Exit Wounds, and was it Romeo Must Die as well?
Yes, Belly.
Belly.
So like, you got to have the balance, man.
So speaking of that, because you touched on it, do you feel like there's different versions of yourself?
Yeah. And
do you feel like every day you still negotiate with those different versions of yourself today?
There's different versions, but it's still, there's a central true core, if you know what I mean. Still, there's
like a foundation.
There's like a foundation, but like there's different sides. You know what I mean? There's the Shocka aura side. I'm talking bossy.
When I come through, they loving my aura. I step in the room and change the aura. The only thing that I'm missing is real aura.
Okay. I'm talking crazy, like saying she told me that her man's getting poorer. I told her I can Prada and Dior. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm saying, I'm talking crazy. Then you've got like the Letter to Mum side.
I moved in with my auntie. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night like it can't be. My whole family can't believe it. It's been like 6 months now, and we're still grieving. Mama just got a book deal. I'm an author. I'm about to tell my story. I know that's something you won't want me to do, but now you're on the other side, you have a new point of view.
It's the same human, but you know, same foundation, but it's different sides. And I think those are the greatest artists.
Do you know what? And then speaking of the artists, Vulnerability is the new cool that came out. What unexpected shifts have you seen from yourself or listeners?
since that album's come out.
Yeah.
I think the connection has just been stronger.
Yeah.
That's always been my intention as an artist.
Yeah.
Is to connect.
Right.
I think if you're not connecting with people, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time.
It's true, because it's the people, innit?
It's the
That
people,
that you need the people.
Yeah, for people to like book a day out their schedule and get dressed and come to your show.
Yeah.
Do we think they're just going to do that because your song's catchy? Do you know, like, I have to take money from what I've earned to like buy a nice outfit and
Obviously, you're presenting.
Everyone I've gone to see anyway. The reason why I've gone to see them is because there's a connection there.
Right.
I can listen to the song at home.
Yeah.
The song's not that much of a banger to make me travel all the way to the O2. I went because like I really fuck with this artist. And I learnt that, and I was like, that's my whole goal. I want the connection just to strengthen and strengthen and strengthen.
Has any fans or artists surprised you with how they responded to the album?
What surprise response have I had? Yes, from men.
Right.
From men.
Yeah.
Because like, don't forget the cover's got two men.
Hugging each other, and then there's tears, and then there's tears.
So like, I got the first week it came out. I got tons of voice notes. I can play them now.
Yeah. I
got tons of voice notes from like guys.
Yeah.
Let me even see if I can find one.
Yeah. And also, whilst you're doing that, talk to us about the artwork. I'm gonna even like snip it and edit it in.
Yeah.
But the artwork I thought was dope. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just two brothers hugging, the tears, it's all sketched out for people that haven't seen the album cover. It's sketched.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So what was the idea behind that? Did you come up with that concept, or
I saw that picture on someone's page.
Right.
There's a guy called Nathan. Big him up, man. He's incredible.
Big him up.
He had that picture on his page. It wasn't as detailed as it is because we went back in on it.
Right.
I saw that picture and I was like, that's what vulnerability is the new cool is.
Yeah.
That is there. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm trying to show that like men rarely get hugs like that from their brothers. Do you know what I mean? Especially in vulnerable moments. Maybe in cool moments, like I saw you now. But in vulnerable moments, they don't get hugs from their brothers. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Funny enough, you said that. Like even my own blood brother, I don't think I've ever hugged my brother.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. Did you see that interview recently where Giggs was talking about hugging his dad for the first time in prison? Did you see that?
No,
that was going viral.
No.
And he was just saying like him and his dad didn't hug, and they tried to for the first time on the prison visit.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a common thing with men.
Yeah.
So that's a powerful statement that I wanted to show.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, I think I got some of the voice notes.
Yeah. Play them. And if you haven't checked it out now, guys, go check out Vulnerability is the New Cool. It's out now.
Whoa, like where do I start, man? Where do I start with this album, bro? Like, yeah, I was listening to it on the way home yesterday, like last night, and bro, like, you've grown, man. You've come so far. Like your work is always been incredible, and it's just getting better and better. And like hearing it is it's such a gift, man. It's a gift watching you grow, and yeah, like that album says something, man. Like it's so real. It's so needed, I think. So thank you for making it. Vent, like straight away was like straight into the album, man. Like so strong. Like instantly, I was like hooked. I'm Fine, that made me cry. It made me water up, man. That was it.
That's what I'm saying.
I've
never had that kind of
big. Whoever that is, big you up.
Yeah,
man.
that's
Do you
my
know
guy.
What I mean?
He kept it real, and I got tons of them, but I saved them.
Yeah.
I had to save the voice notes because I need to go back myself and make sure, like, am I hearing what I was really hearing?
Yeah.
And like, I feel like every artist should go into a project with their own personal metric of what they want. Not the standard industry metric of like having a chart song or like if that's what you want, then cool. But you should have your own metric because like Vulnerability is the New Cool. I had a different metric. It wasn't to chart. If that happened, that's lovely.
That's great. But that wasn't your intention.
That wasn't my intention. My intention was to connect.
Right.
So when I'm seeing stuff like this, that's it.
That's gold for you. That's your job. You've done your job.
I've done it because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to connect. So for people to tell me they cried at certain songs, and then men as well, you know, men, we ain't got to voice note another brother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard.
Listen. And I got voice notes from that was a white brother. I got my black brethren that messaged me. There's all different. Then I got messages from girls, but like it was the men's messages that like for this project anyway.
Yeah.
Because like that was the intention of the album was to show us that like vulnerability is a cool thing.
And do you know what it is? And I think it's dope because I don't like women try to be empathetic towards our situation, but I don't think they will ever really know what it is, especially on our side of things. So that's why when you said, man, them are really hitting you up, I can understand that. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when we was talking about off camera, when I said, yo, that song there, that song there, like, that stuff resonates with me. And before we get into the individual tracks that I liked, I wanted to ask you about, because when you mentioned earlier about when you were sectioned, one thing I forgot to ask, what was the demographic of people in there when you were sectioned?
That's a good question. Good question. I don't think anyone's asked me that. It was all ages.
Right?
How old are you?
I'm 36.
There was like our age, I'm 36 too. Yeah. There's like our age, there's adults, adults. I'm reasoning with like men. Do you know what I mean? There's adults. There's all ages. But different hospitals though. One hospital I went in was like really younger. Like everyone, I think it was Priory. I was in a hospital called Priory, which is like a private hospital. Right. I went if I meant to experience that. It was only because all the other hospitals was packed, was full. Yeah. So they took me to Priory. Right. And I was like, oh shit, what's this? Why is it so clean and like everything? It was a private, and I was like, oh shit.
It's a different boogie.
It's a different world. They got us in the trenches. In these other hospitals, like the St. Anne's, big up St. Anne's, like I do a lot of...
Yes, because you do talk about St. Anne's.
12 with St. Anne's, the song.
Yeah.
I do a lot of work with St. Anne's now.
Yeah.
But they got a whole new facility. But the first place when I was sectioned, that first time in 2011, at the end of 11, that facility there. Yeah. Brother. Like, I make it sound... I feel like I don't... Because of my energy, it's so, like, radiant, I feel like my energy doesn't allow me to personify the pain of these places. You know what I mean? You need to talk to someone that's more darker in spirit, so they can show you how, like, horrific these places are. Because I'm bubbly, I make it sound nice, You don't want to go there.
It's like, no.
Yeah, you don't want to...
What you saying, that Arkham Asylum, like really...
You don't want to go there, bro. Do you know what I mean? So,
So, what's one misconception about life after being sectioned that you're determined to dismantle?
That you can't be successful, man. Right. That's the main one. That is the main one. A lot of people don't believe you can go back into society and be at the top of the top with your diagnosis or whatever you've gone through. Yeah. And make it look, like how everyone else is making it look.
But then does that make you think, do you know what? Because it's that, you're working twice as hard to prove the narrative, to break the narrative?
You got to work twice as hard anyway.
Well, yeah, true. Well, yeah.
But I know what you mean, though. Yeah. Like, you're working even more harder.
More harder, because now the narrative is, okay, do you know what? You've just come from somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is,
definitely, 100%. I do feel it, like it's on my shoulder. Not on my shoulders personally, but like, I understand the importance.
Yeah, because you've got a responsibility now.
100%. Because I know, like, a lot of people... I just want to take away that excuse, that pillar. You know that crutch? Yeah. You know a man can walk, but they're still using the crutches. And you're like, bro, you're good now, bro. It's been you can put the crutch. It's been 6 months, bro. Like, I've seen you walking a little bit. Like, trust me, let it go. Do you know what I mean? I just want to take away the crutches because I know that, like, there's a lot of us. Obviously, this is the thing people need to understand as well in terms of, like, the mental health patients. Yeah. There's severe cases that will never be able to function in society again. Right. Like, unfortunately, they're just too far gone. Right. And we see them on our streets every day. I still haven't figured out how to get them back. Yeah. That's the power that's beyond me. Yeah. That's spiritual intervention. Right. You're going to need to pull them back. Yeah. They're in a whole different world, but we don't even want to go where they've gone. Yeah. Or if you can go where they've gone and bring them back, then God bless you. Yeah. But then you've got the people that's gone through, like, depression and anxiety, maybe bipolar or maybe a schizophrenia, but it's a mild case and they're still in society. Those people, like, you can still be great. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to show, because that's what I remember, as I mentioned, when I came out from hospital, that's what I was looking for. Right. I just wanted to see one example of someone that had been sectioned multiple times and was killing it. I didn't even need to know the person.
Yeah, just an example.
I just want to see that, this brother went through that same ambulance ride as me, took the same medication as me, probably went through the same ridicule with their family as me. Right. He went through all of that, and now look, he's got his business. Do you know what I mean? He's got his family. And I've met them people now. I've got a show that I've started called A Section of Your... You know how my book's called A Section of My Life? Yeah. I've got a show that I've started called A Section of Your Life.
Is that the one where you're doing the interview different people? And do you know what? Perfect.
And I found a whole community of people that's like killing it.
Perfect that you said that, yeah, because that also brings me back to the demographic point.
Yeah.
When you were section, whichever one that you want to speak about, what was... You said it was all ages, but what was the races? Was it predominantly blacks? Was it predominantly white? Is it... Oh, okay. So it was literally across the board.
Across the board, yeah.
So, now, was there any...
Because it's a human problem.
True.
Yeah, it's not a black problem. Obviously, they try and make it... But I'm not going to lie, there is a lot of blacks in section, and which is understandable, though. I always go into this rant, which I can go in all day. Like, look what we've been through. Yeah. Like, of course we're going to be in there. We're fighting poverty. We're fighting racism. We're fighting everything. So I get why there's majority blacks, but there's all different races. Yeah. There was white. I always use this example because I couldn't believe it myself. Yeah. I saw the Jewish kid. Yeah. With the hat.
Oh, and I was like,
What? Yeah. How do you... I didn't get to talk to him because he wasn't trying to be interactive. But I would have loved to know what path you took to.
So what, can you...
And that's what changed my music. Oh, you know when you was talking about what was a life experience, that's what changed my music. I made my music bigger because I started realising that, oh shit, I'm not talking about the human struggle. There's a whole world of people that's going through real life stuff. I was just talking about Nike TN, no disrespect to Nike, I still want my sponsorship. But I was just talking about like, you know, clothes and which is cool. But there's a whole nother side. Like I was just in hospital with all ages and we're all going through mental problems with life. So that's when I started writing songs like Be Yourself and Single Mothers and Self-Love and you know what I mean? And you can just tell by the songs that I'm speaking to it's a universal language that I'm trying to speak now. Whereas before I was just locked into the community like
And you see, even when you was there anybody interesting that you can say, do you know what, even though I was in this place, I've met this person and this person's actually a dope person?
100%. Everyone in there's the majority of them are dope people. It's just life has just got on the wrong side of them. But majority of them are dope.
Do you know I'm going to use it as the title? Life got the wrong side of them.
But majority of them are dope people. When you really sit down with them, they've got nice personalities. It's just life. It's just, you know, I mean, they didn't have the right start. You know what I mean, some of them had a messed up childhood, messed up parents, abused at a young age. They had to fight that. Do you know what I mean? So, but they're cool people. See, so there was no one I met in there that I felt like, you deserve to be in here. Like, I mean, they're talking to me, they're like, of course. This is where, but none of them, like, they're all cool people. But
you see, remember when we mentioned at the very beginning, we spoke about, you know, being grateful for certain things, just like the small things, as we were talking about aunt coming over here and whatnot. Was there ever a scenario where you met someone, you heard their story, and then you looked at your story and you thought, rah,
100%.
My story ain't even... I should, 100%. Not to say I should be grateful for my story, because I still shouldn't be here, but
100 million%.
Compared to this person's story...
Definitely.
Yeah?
There's tons of those. I had someone in there that was like, he doesn't want to get discharged because of how he's living in here.
Oh, wow.
Like, he's scared to go back out there because, like, it's not better than here. Like, the meals he's getting, his room. Yeah. And I was like, what? I can't wait. Like, what are you talking about? So, there's so much stories.
And with this series that you did, because it is series, right?
Yeah.
Are some of them from people that you knew from beforehand? No. Or these are people that you've met after?
Met after sectioning, yeah.
And I think it's dope that you're doing it because, and it brings obviously awareness, do you know what I'm saying? And I think it's dope to be putting on people that look like us.
Yes, exactly. That's what I want.
Right,
I want it to be like a platform that still gets continued long after I'm gone. You know how Jamal Edwards has got F64s?
Yeah, shout out to Jamal Edwards, SBTV. Listen, I will never forget. He will always be remembered.
He's an icon.
Yeah, icon.
But it's like, people can continue F64s, you know what I mean, for this new generation. I want it to be the same thing with Section of Your Life. Yeah. Because, like, sad as it sounds, obviously I'm not going to eradicate sectioning, but people are still going to be getting sectioned. But, like, maybe I could eradicate the return rate that they keep coming back. Maybe I could change that. Maybe someone could get section once, then find my Section of Your Life series and never go back again. Because they got to watch all those different stories and one thing I like about my series as well is that you can only go on there when you're healed. So that would inspire people to be like, I want to be on Section of Your Life, but I know I have to be better to go on there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So you want to get better, then you want to go on there, tell your story. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I've just never seen a platform like that in general. Because if imagine I saw that, like I went on YouTube and saw like a black man talking to like, I'll be binge watching it. Because you get to see all different perspectives. I got girls on there.
Yeah.
I got young girls. I got older women. You get to see all different perspectives.
You got different demographic of people, and that's what's so dope about it. Do you know what I mean?
And I spoke to a woman from the NHS, and she was like, "We would love to do something like that, but we don't have the trust of the people. If we put out a flyer as the NHS and say we want to interview people that's been sectioned, they'll be like, nah, I'm not talking to you guys." She was like, "You are our bridge, because you've got the trust. So you got to be very, you got to take that." You know what I mean? It's very delicate. You got to trust
very delicate, and obviously that's a huge responsibility because it's a sensitive matter.
So they're coming to you, seeing your platform as a space to like, you know, to share their story. Whereas the NHS, as big as they are, people won't go to them. But I know I wouldn't have gone. No. Because I'll feel like, nah, you don't get my thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, who am I going to talk to?
Because when you look at it from the outside in, you look at it, NHS, as much as they try to help the general public, they're a business.
Yeah, there's a disconnect.
I'm not coming to you as a business. I'm coming to you as on a human level. On a human level. So there's a human connection here. Yeah. There ain't no human. You can't have a human connection with a business.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's dope, and I commend everything that you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? And big up all the people that's actually willing to step forward and say, like, do you know what? If you can do it, because I'll be honest. You see, with a lot of the health conditions or the health conditions that are out there, whether it was Sis that came on and spoke about multiple sclerosis, shout out to Kyrie that spoke about him being diagnosed with lupus. Do you know what I mean? And then you telling me about your story. Yeah. Unless I'm talking to people like you, realistically, I'm not really looking into this sort of information. I'm not privy to this information. It's a bit of like an ignorant thing. If it don't affect me, so why should I pay attention to it? True. When realistically, even though I might not be going through it, I might have a friend, I might have a cousin, I might have a sister, I might have a. Do you know what I mean? So
you never take it serious until it hits you. And when it does hit you, it's for a reason, and it's like it's up to you. I keep stressing this point when I keep saying. Remember, I was talking about the top. And I said I can give you a black top.
It's what you do with it.
It's like people don't understand when you get hit with like that kind of situation. You have the greatest opportunity to like alchemize it into something. It's like I saw something somewhere, and he was like, when God wants to make you a leader, he'll let you taste what you're going to be helping the people with. And that's always stuck with me. Like if you're going to be helping people with poverty, he'll make you taste extreme poverty. So when you meet someone that's poor that needs your help, there's a compassion there. Because you know what they're going through. You know what I mean? Where someone else won't have that compassion. So say that you was the guy that tasted extreme poverty, and it's your role to be a leader to help people out of it, and I haven't. When he comes up to me saying, I've got this business idea and I just need someone to invest, I'm going to be like, bruv, not with my money, you know what I mean? When he comes up to you, you're going to remember all the people you asked and like, do you know what I mean? So it's like, same with me, with like speaking about mental health. Someone else will probably look at it and think, how can you go on podcasts and like, write a book and like, it don't make sense, but me, because I've tasted it, and I know exactly how that person is feeling at home. That's what gives me the strength. Because there's certain places I've travelled to speak in schools that I know for a fact. If they told the man them in that email, you got to go all the way to Leeds, at 6 in the morning, they're not going. And it's not life-changing peas, you know. You're just going to talk to these stubborn kids that's like, probably not even listening to you while you're talking to them. But you're still travelling all that way just in the hopes that I can get one of them.
And that's what's dope, because some people feel defeated when it's like, oh, do you know what? Is it not reaching this? Is it not reaching that? But so long as you've changed one. That's all it takes. Because
as long as the seed's planted.
As
long as the seed's planted. Because they can come back to you 20 years later and be like, oh, I remember that. Came to my school and I didn't get it at the time, but just 2 weeks after that, someone passed in my family, and then one of the sentences you said stuck out and made me want to go back to it. Do you know what I mean? That's all it takes. Because I can't lie, bro. Like all of us, we used to listen to Cisco and we weren't hearing the Tupac stuff and all of that. We weren't hearing that. We wanted to just, fong song. And then when real life hit, we was like, wait, let me go see what's going on over here.
You said, let me just spin back and just
spin back. It's like I got this joke with Dubs. I got this joke with him. It's like, my page is so tailored to what I talk about that whenever someone follows me, I know what they followed me for.
Right.
Because I ain't got one of those pages where, like, if you follow me, I don't know why you followed me. If it's for my looks, or if it's, I know if you followed me, it's for mental, like, you're going through some real shit and you found my page and it appealed to you. Yeah. So, like, I always have jokes with dubs, like, someone might follow me and I'll be like, I know, I won't say it to them. I'm not going to DM them. Are you going through hard times? Follow me. But I'll just chill. Do you know what I mean? And I'll just, they might slide into my DMs. Or like, I'll just wait patiently. But like, I'm so happy that my page is that clear. Because I get to see, I know why the interactions are coming. And so if someone just follows me and just never says a word to me, I still know that like, you're getting what you need to get from my page. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. And I want to ask you, if there is, what's one small habit, maybe a lyric, or maybe a morning routine that reminds you of how far you've come?
That I've changed, that I do?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's a good question.
Hey, listen, I was up hard thinking, thinking about these these questions. Do you know what I mean?
What is it? My morning routine hasn't changed.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a morning routine. It could be a lyric. It could be something that you hum or something that you watch or something you watch regularly.
I think my time it takes me to go to sleep has showed me how far I've come. Right. I remember Skepta said in an interview,
big up Skepta.
Yeah, big up. He's my goal. Skepta said in an interview, you know you're at peace by how long it takes you to get to sleep. That conversation should get shorter and shorter. When you're really depressed, it's long. I mean, you're up till like God knows, and like. But as life gets better and better, it comes 10 minutes. You might just review your day and just see what happened, or something stuck out in your day that you thought about, and then you're off to sleep. That's what it should. That's the goal. Or it should get to a point where you're so busy that you get home and you just crash. That's the goal. So, and when he said that to me, I was like, what made him think like that? Because he's right. That conversation, that nighttime conversation, that's where most of the suicides happen. At night. It's that conversation. That nighttime conversation is pivotal. Right. So he was like, when that gets shorter and shorter, you know, like, you're at peace.
That you're at peace.
So I feel like that's one thing I would say is getting better. Because I remember how worse it was. Like, I remember thinking like, please let me see some daylight. So like, I could just survive for another day. Because like that whole, I don't know how I got through that night. Do you know what I mean? Like, how did I get through that? It was a war. That's why I got a song called My War. There's a song called My War. That's what the song's about. Everyone's got their own like internal war they're dealing with.
And so we're gonna touch into that. Vulnerability is the new cool. So off camera, I spoke to you about the songs that I like. I haven't gone through all of it, but Vent For, Forgive Yourself, and Letter to Mum. Before we get into these individual tracks, what do you want people to take away from the album?
I wanted people to take away that if they apply what I'm saying and not just listen to it, if they apply it, because we all know that they say wisdom is the application of knowledge. Right. It's not just listening to it, it's the application of it. That's when it becomes wisdom. Right. If they apply what I'm saying, they will see the results they're looking for. Because that album is not just a regular album. Every track is like self-help. It's like healing, like forgive yourself. You can just tell by the title. Forgive yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like vent. I'm showing you that, in life you've got to find a way to vent. Whether it's through your art, whether it's through poetry, speaking to a girl, speaking to the man, then find a way to vent. Then you've got a song called Good Times, the second song. I'm showing you that, like, make sure you have a balance and have good times. You can't be Superman all the time. Then I got a song called New Rich, where I'm showing you that money is not just the only form of riches. There's life, there's family. You know what I mean? All of it are codes. The whole album is codes. Then I got a song called Unite. You know what I mean? My War, Fighting My Vices, Mr. Jealous.
Fighting My Vices. I have heard that one. Yep.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The whole album. So if you really apply what I'm saying,
And I think it's dope because I don't think, just based off the first few tracks that I've heard, I don't think I've heard anything like it. And you see, for me in particular, I'm a very picky listener. Very picky listener. And maybe it's more so because I've got older in age. Do you know what I'm saying? Before there wasn't a lot of quality control. But now what I pay attention to, and even like I said before, letter to mum, that resonated with me because I lost my mum. I lost my mum in 2021. Yeah. But even when you spoke about things that you wish she was there for.
Yeah.
And one of the things for me is, like, for me, one of the things was children. Because I ain't got no kids.
Yeah, I ain't got kids.
And for me, it's a thing of, mum always say, yeah, I'm grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see my babies. And I said, don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Time will come. God's timing. Everything like that. And to know that my children will never get to know their grandmother, like, obviously I feel some type of way in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Especially when you know what kind of woman she was as well.
Exactly.
Like, you would have loved your grandmother.
Yeah, you would have loved her. Do you know what I'm saying? And whereas like with my brother's kids, they're so young. In 10 years, by the teenagers, they won't even remember my grandma. And it's mad because even when I look at like my childhood growing up, and I was thinking, wait, hold on. I didn't even know my dad's dad. I didn't know my dad's mom. I didn't even know my mum's dad. I only got to meet my mum's mum, my grandma. And then she died when I was about, I think 10? Then I think 2 years after, my dad died. So then it was just me. But I was still a single parent household, even though my dad died. Do you know what I'm saying? I grew up with mum for whatever. Like, my dad was wherever he was there. Do you know what I'm saying? Then he's died. Then mum's died. So now it's like I'm an adult orphan, if you even can call it that. So my child will never get to know grandparents. Do you know what I'm saying? So even just little things or little achievements that I've done, like, mum will never get to see it, or mum's not here with me. So talk to me about that for you, because you've achieved so much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make you feel, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, mum's not around to see this?
There's a piece of it. There's a certain piece of it because my huge success came after my mum passed. So I knew my mum had a part to play in it.
Right.
So like, I have a different like perspective. I know like my mum is like pulling mad strings. It has to be. But she was the woman I used to vent to all the time. Why is this not working? Why is that not working? Marvel's not working. Or like, my auntie said something to me the other day that touched me. My auntie still got my mum's phone. Right. So my auntie was checking all her bank history. And it was all to me. £20 there, £10 there, £5 here, £10. Know what I mean?
That's dope.
And my auntie was like, your mum would be so happy, like, because like your mum probably passed feeling like, who's gonna take over and give him the 20? Know what I mean? So to see you like just living your life, just independent, just doing whatever you got to do. Money coming in from everywhere, like. And I just know it was her. Because like, I was like, that has to be my mum. Because like there's no one I didn't vent to more than her. And it's like, everything blew up right up. My mum passed February, 2nd of February. I'll never forget the date, 2/22. 2nd of February, 2022. I got section in April, a couple months after. Wrote the book in hospital. Came out and got a book deal straight away.
That's dope.
Came out, got a book deal straight away. And then from that moment onwards, it's been up.
That's dope, man. Big up yourself.
But like,
that's dope.
I mean, up, like, because don't forget, I had success prior to that. But like, this is like a new level. New level. Brand new level. A whole different world as well. That was the urban world. I'm going into worlds where I'm mentioning, like, you know how I'm saying how I supported this, I did that, and they don't know who I'm talking about. And I'm like, this is a whole different territory. Because in my world, when I mention these names, it's like, like, I'm saying these names to people. They're not being disrespectful, but I just don't know. Whole new world. And then winning awards and just all this, do you know what I mean? And and I know my mum's got some part to play in it because it happens so fast. So quick. You're talking about someone that's been grinding for nearly 20 years. I saw Wiley put up a flyer yesterday saying 25 years of Eskimo dance. I don't know if you saw that.
And
I thought, fucking hell.
Time flies.
And then I saw today that it's been 20 years of Home Sweet Home. I remember the girl I was with. That's what I'm saying. I've been grinding for all that time. And I look at it now. That's what I'm saying. And it just took like a year in the space. Like, I've got this box at home that I put things in. And
like a memorabilia or something.
Just memorabilia, because so much shit's happening. I'm like, I got to grab some of it. So I put the awards there and like, and I remember I just went through it the other day and it's just Fact. There's just so much, and that's just half of the shit that I managed to remember that's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know my mum's definitely played a part in that. So I kind of look at it in a different way, because I know like my mum had to have played a part. There's no other explanation for it for me.
Yeah, no.
I just know. But
man.
even last year, I don't know if you saw it. Do you see that post where I won the award on my mum's birthday?
What would mean to me? Can I tell a quick story? So, first of all, my mum passed away 2 years ago, and I had a dream about her 2 weeks ago, and in the dream, she kept saying my birthday, and I was like, what are you talking about your birthday? And then when my auntie came to my house, I said to my auntie, I had a dream about my mum, and she said her birthday, and my auntie was like, yeah, it's your mum's 60th this year, and she was always talking about her plans that she's gonna do on her 60th. And I was like, auntie, you know I got an award show that I'm nominated for on her birthday. And my mum was talking about dressing up, but I was thinking my mum meant when I go to visit her, when I go to the cemetery to pay my respects, she's gonna be dressed up. But then my auntie was like, no, she's gonna be dressed up to come to your award show. So this is like very special. I'll never forget this day ever. So that's what this award means.
Like, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
I had a dream about her, then like I win the award on her birthday.
That was dope, though.
Like how? I didn't plan for the award to be on her. I've got nothing to do with their organisation.
Yeah.
They just set it on that date. And it's not even like it was an award show where people have to nominate you.
Yeah.
So that means someone went behind my back. Obviously, I know the person that did it because she told me.
Yeah.
But she put me up for it.
Yeah.
And I won it.
Yeah.
And I remember saying when I got to the award show, I was like, nah, because they put on the screen, they put on a video showing the judges analysing your work. Yeah. I didn't realise the award was that serious. I just thought it was like a little. I got there and there was like, we're about to show you the process that we use to pick the winners for this, and they showed a video and it had like all these people around the table, and they put in like signs up to say if it should be this person and the other person's. I watched it. I was like, oh yeah, I've lost this. Yeah. This is a bit mad. Like I've lost this. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. And then I won it, and I was like, rah. And the woman, the owner of the whole award show, saw me afterwards when I was doing that interview, and she was like, not only did you win it, but you won it by a landslide. Like, it was unanimous.
Look at that.
Because I won Storyteller of the Year award. And they was all saying, like, we analyse your work and the depths you go into your stories, and, like, there was, like, he has to take it. And that award, it's not like it's like a Mobile or a Brit award that we know about. This is an award in a whole different world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy to me, bro. I don't know where to start.
And do you know what? And I think that's like, first of all, big up yourself for all of those achievements that you've managed to accumulate. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's well deserved because you do put in the hard work. Do you know what I mean? I see it every day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you make it effortless, by the way. Do you know what I'm saying? But people don't realize it's hard work. But you do make it effortless. Yeah. So big up yourself for that. Yeah. And do you know what it is? I do hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? That even though that she's not here with you, she's still a part of you, and she was still a part of your success. And that's a dope.
It's because of the relationship we had. We had that kind of relationship that, like, if anyone's gonna go over to that side and correct my wrongs, it's definitely you. You know what I mean? Because we were that tight. I remember while she was sick and she was on the chair, my mum used to. She has literally like this. Her living room's like this, and there's a TV like this, and she used to watch Nollywood. You know Nollywood?
Yeah.
That's all my mum watches religiously.
Shout out to the people that watch Nollywood.
Oh my god! And one of the movies we was watching, in the movie, the guy's mum's ill, on a chair, about to die, and she's telling him like, "What are you gonna do when I pass?" And then, like, the mum passes in the movie, and, like, his girl leaves him. Like, everything just starts messing up for him, to get me. And I've told my mum, can you change
the channel?
Change the channel. I'm trying to tell her I'm getting triggered. Like, I'm watching my life on screen. And, like, my mum was, like, my mum wasn't getting it. She was like, why? Like, And I'm like, I couldn't say, like,
of course.
His mum just passed, and because I didn't want to say that to her, but... Do you know what I mean? Little moments like that, I know, like, my mum will... I just knew that, like, if anyone's gonna fight for me on that side, it's my mum. I just
100%. Yeah.
I remember saying it to my auntie. Like, I've got a different confidence now.
Yeah.
There's like a, you know, like, no disrespect, but it's not saying like if my friend passed, they won't fight for me over there. But like, I know my friend's got his own family and his own brothers and sisters to attend to first. But my mum though,
you're
someone that I spent my whole life with. Because I remember my mum saying to me like, because I remember when the Marvell deal caved in and I lost my girl and lost the house and I had to move back in with her. And I remember her saying, "What if music's not the thing for you?" I think I wrote about it in the book. I've mentioned this in other interviews. And I was arguing with her. I was like, bruv, you're an op. What do you mean music's not the thing? Like, why would you say something like that? And she was like, it could be something else.
Right.
And I couldn't see it at the time. I couldn't see anything else. So like when all of this started exploding in like the speaking and the books and all of that stuff, I was like, I know my mum's laughing. Like, I told you.
Because do you know what it is? You've opened Pandora's box to so many different things. There's so many avenues where, respectfully, he's going to keep you busy. You're doing the talks. You did the TED Talks. You're still traveling. You're going around schools. You're doing this. You're doing your series. So even though music's helped you to get here, it's not your only.
It's not the only.
You understand what I'm trying to say? You've created several lanes for yourself, and that's what's dope. And so for you to attribute that to your mum and saying,
100%.
Do you know what?
To the point that like I can now do the music like freely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And do it how I want to do it. And it's taking off like the Rita moment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like moments like that. Like I just know like that shit don't happen every day.
Right.
It does happen every day, but I mean like the way it was aligned to happen, it's like it's just, and it kind of changed my perspective on like hard work.
Right.
Because I started realizing that like you can work as hard as you want, but if you don't have like the spiritual foundation, like the grace to go along with it, it might not go through for you. And I never used to think like that. I used to just think like, if you just work hard, it'll go through. But then like you start seeing other people's stories and you start realizing, I'm better than him. But why did his thing just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look at Stormzy, for example.
Like
not saying I'm better than Stormzy. Stormzy's my guy.
Yeah.
My hero. But I'm just saying, look at his spiritual backing with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? His
100%.
mum is prayerful.
Yeah.
Then raised him in a certain way.
Yeah.
And like my friend's got this joke that he always says, he always says how, you know, Stormzy's what's the freestyle that he does in the park? Shut up.
Yeah.
There's a line in there where like my brother's like, Stormzy says hot chocolate and a panini to go. And my brother's like, bro, this nigga said hot chocolate and a panini to go. And I was like, but that's what I'm saying. When you got that grace on you, that hot chocolate and a panini to go sounds like a metaphor. It just flies.
Yeah.
So like that is one thing that I learned. It's like you gotta have the spiritual side to it as well. Yeah. For me, I don't know about for anyone else. Someone else might just hear that. I'm like, that's rubbish. I'm just gonna continue, plugging away and this kind of thing. But for me, I realized like this life is. There's more.
There's more to this. And do you know what? And even with the simple line with the Stormzy lyric,
hot chocolate and a panini to go.
Remember what we said earlier about your connection to people and your connection to people. So even you saying about being prayerful, his mum prays you as the person, because sometimes it might not be about a music. It might be just about you. Like I like you. So whatever surrounding, I'm listening to it and with a different ear.
Just because it's you.
Because it's you.
Exactly.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So with that being said, what is your favorite track on Vulnerability is the new Cool? Ooh. Go get that out. Go get that, people. Yeah? Go check it out.
Excuse me. My favourite song on Vulnerability is New Cool. It's either Fighting My Vices or Mr. Jealousy. Because those were the two that was the hardest to write. Mr. Jealousy, I had to like... It was so hard that like... I couldn't just write about jealousy raw and direct. I had to like... turn him into a person.
Look what you put me through. My group would have still been around if it wasn't for you. You came into my team and you tore apart the crew. And envy and greed, you can fuck yourself too. But jealousy, back to you. Look what you did to Nipsey. Look what you did to Ja Rule. Earth got eaten 50. Look what you did to Jesus. Look how you used Judas. Throughout history, you've torn apart many movements. Look what you did to me. You nearly turned me evil. Mr. Jealousy, turned me on my own people. Mr. Jealousy, had me jealous of my brother. We both got section, I was jealous who's doing better.
writing about jealousy first. And then
the
second verse is where I'm talking about instances where I've been jealous of like my friends in real life. So that song was hard to write, but I'm so happy I did because like it gave me a healing, number one, and number two, it allowed me to understand the emotion of jealousy. Do you know what I mean? Because no one ever tackled it. We just shy away from it, or like we just kept it in that light of like, oh, my man's a jealous shit, or like, but that's a human emotion. Like we're all gonna feel it. You know what I mean? So are we gonna shy away from it, or are we gonna explore it,
embrace it, and
just really see what this emotion's about? And like the second verse, I come to a conclusion of like, everyone has their own paths, and there's no reason to be jealous. You know what I mean? You see me like, and that's what I like about the album. You see me like battling with like raw human emotions, like fighting my vices. I'm talking about porn addictions on there. That's something that most men struggle with that they'll never share.
Yeah, because I remember that verse you talk about. Was it somebody had a?
I said I went to see my friend.
And your friend had a porn.
And my friend's telling me that he just got baptized because like.
Because he had a porn addiction.
Because he had a porn addiction.
I went to see my friend to talk about my rap life. My friend told me that his world nearly capsized. He said he was addicted to pornography. It was so bad that he had to get baptized. And I was happy for him, but I was mad for me. I mean, he beat his addictions. I was sad for me. He never knew that I was addicted to it too. But if he can
it's so bad that he had to get baptized, then I'm like congratulating him. But in my head, I'm thinking, yo, I'm there. Like, I'm just as fucked as I'm there. I'm right there, but I can't even tell you that. So I'm leaving inspired. He don't know he's inspired me. I'm leaving like, yo, if this just, that means like, that's what I'm saying. So just songs like that, those songs mean the most to me. Because those songs is like, shows the real craftsmanship. Like to really be able to, you know what I mean? Write that and write it in a way where it's not just preaching to you. I'm writing it from like a proper man there and human perspective. So those songs mean the most.
So the last question that I'm gonna ask you is, what's one message that you wanna put out to the world? If you just had to sum it all up in one sentence.
Self-love. Self-love. That is the only message I'm screaming to the day I leave Earth. That is the answer to everything. They asked Jesus in the obviously Christian scholars don't kill me, but they asked Jesus in the Bible. They asked Jesus, what is the most important? Because remember, they had so many laws that they was following, and they asked Jesus, which one is the one that we should follow? Like, forget all the other ones. What is the most important one? What one did he choose? He said, loving God and loving yourself like you love your neighbor.
Love your neighbor.
Out of all of them, that one. If you can love yourself wholly, then you've done all the other ones. You'll do the other ones. You'll treat your neighbor correctly. You won't steal. You won't kill. You won't. That one completes all of them. So like, that's why I made the self-love song. Because I started going into self-love and seeing how important it is. It is the most. There's. If you can really learn how to love yourself wholly and become a friend to yourself and speak to yourself in the right way, you can conquer anything on planet Earth. You can conquer anything on planet Earth. So like, self-love would be like my ultimate message. And it's not easy to do. I'm making it sound like it's a walk in the park, but it's not. We're all on our journey, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? If you can get that right, and for Jesus to say that himself, out of all the adultery, that one, if you can love yourself, right? You got that part. Everything you've completed, you clocked the game. And that will be like my message. That's the most important message.
And there you have it. Listen, Shocka, it's been a pleasure to have you on this podcast. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you taking your time out to come to, man. Kick it with, man. Have a drink with, man. Yeah, man. Listen, do you know, it's open door policy, man. Anytime you want to come back, man, just pull up, man. Do you know what I'm saying? We're always here. Do you know what I mean? So, listen, thank you. Thank you. Oh,
how long did we do?
Probably an hour. Do you know what? This is probably one of my longest podcasts. Do you know what I'm saying? But either way, like, it was dope to have you here. It was dope to get insight into your world. Do you know what I'm saying? It was dope to have these conversations, and these are the conversations that we must have amongst brothers. Do you know what I'm saying? And sisters as well, but amongst brothers, like, more often we need to actually sit down and reason with each other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And before we sign out, I would lastly like to give a big shout out to AME Hire, who are the guys behind the podcast, the people that make this possible for me. And also big up Jewel Isle Rum Punch, do you know what I mean? Like for sponsoring this show, do you know what I mean? And also big up you guys out there that's actually taking the time to actually sit here and watch us and kick it and reason, do you know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every single one of you. And as always, man, make sure you like, share and subscribe. Until then, people, man, bless, love and respect, man.
Be gone.
Peace.